Imagine this, between the ages of 16 and 19, at one point in time, Greg Stewart had thought football career is over. Working in an oil refinery, doing something else. Professional football, kissed goodbye. From then on to now, what, 15 odd years, 1990 if I take his birth year, he is now the heartthrob of millions and millions of Mohun Bagan fans. Dreams do come true if you chase them well. Welcome, what a journey. 16 to 19, about to give up football, who knows if a professional contract will ever come, from then on to being hailed as one of the greatest players to play for Mohun Bagan. Tell me.
Yeah, it was at the early stages of my career, it was a bit crazy. Lots of people saying no, but you have to just keep on fighting, and that's what I did. I never gave up of my dreams, and yeah, today to come to India now, from all the experience I had playing in the UK, it's been great. I'm so happy I came here on the time I did, and I'm so happy to be at Mohun Bagan. I didn't realise how big a club it was.
You did not?
No. Of course I played against them.
Yes, but...
And I enjoyed it because I knew they had a big fan base, but not as much as what I seen. The first day I arrived at the airport was something I won't forget. All the fans there to welcome me. It was such a touching feeling for myself. So from there on in, it's been just hard work and just trying to embrace it, to be honest, because it's been a really enjoyable time. We have a good group of players, so we've fought hard so far.
I'll come to that, but I remember when, in fact, even my team was there at the airport, and a lot of people would write every day on our live show, when is Greg Stewart coming? When is that? I was like, what is going on here? I mean, the kind of craze that I saw. But tell me something, I mean, this fandom, the magical fandom when you step in, when you create an assist in a derby, when you set up that goal against Mohammedan Sporting, that goal against East Bengal, and that 70,000 in that Salt Lake Stadium erupt. Describe that to me.
It's my job. You know, that's what I do. First of all, I'm a team player. I don't just think about myself. I'm a big team player, because if I fought for myself, I would play a sport just for that you play on your own. But that's my job. That's why they brought me here, to create chances and get people off their seats. But as I say, it was a slow start at the beginning for everyone, new staff, some new players. But now we're starting to show what we can do as a team, and it's been so enjoyable so far. But we still have a lot of time to go before we can celebrate something. But as you say, for me, my personal job is to come here and create chances, score goals. It's what I love doing. I actually love setting up goals more than scoring now. So it's been good. It's been good so far. Hopefully, long may it continue.
When you say I love setting them up more than scoring, I remember that free kick absolutely lands on the head of Subhashish and he converts it, and the celebration of the two of you. It kind of showed two young men celebrating really with passion and the bonding that there is in the team. Can you talk to me?
That's what football's all about. You know, it's just becoming together as a team. You know, we're all there for each other. Good times and bad times. You know, it's going to be a roller coaster at some parts of the season, I'm sure of it, because it's a difficult league. I really feel it's competitive this season. A lot of teams can beat each other. So to go on a run of unbeaten games, now I think is it 7 unbeaten at the moment? That's really difficult to do, and we hope to continue that, because as I say, the league's very competitive. But obviously Suba's been great for us at the back, you know, leading as a captain, and he's chipped in with some goals.
Yes, yes.
I think he might be getting a new contract, I'm hearing. I'm wanting a percentage of this. But no, it's been good. It's a good group of boys, and I'm really happy. I wish I came earlier, to be honest.
So one title with Jamshedpur, one with Mumbai. The third one, fingers crossed. I mean, will be an ISL record in that sense.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, no player has won it. The league shield with 3 clubs.
Wow,
so
that'd be massive.
That'll be a massive record.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful, you know, because you want to, when you come to a place that's not your home, you want to leave a legacy. You know, you want to be remembered for something good. So hopefully I can do that this season.
A word on Molina as coach?
Yeah, he's been he's a man of not many words.
Yeah, I mean,
When
he
he
gave
walks
me an
around-
interview and he was only sort of
Yeah,
one
he's-
sentence and stop.
he's
And
a
then you're
man-
like, tell me more, tell me more.
He's a man of not many words. He knows what he wants from his team. We're tough to play against. What else? He's some days he can be hands-on, and some days he can step back and let the coaches take the training. As I say, he's a man of not many words. So, but he knows what he wants from us, and we know what we want to give him. So it's been a good combination so far.
The reason I asked this was when the first 3 games only 4 points. There was so much talk, Molina not doing the job, etc., etc. He was completely calm and he turned things around beautifully. Even when that one match without Alberto Rodriguez, without Subhashish Bose, keeping a clean sheet, winning that game, all of a sudden he's in complete control.
That's football. It's not easy all the time. That's football. The pressure comes with that. Mohun Bagan, you have to win every game, and that's part of it. I've been in teams before, so I understand this. I'm sure he has as well in his playing career. We've played with big teams. We know what it's like. We know the pressures of having to win every match, no matter the opponent. You have to go out there and get 3 points. So I think that's why he knew, by the experience he had before, and myself also, and some other players in the team, we knew this. But as I say, when new players and coaches they come together, it takes a little bit of time. It doesn't just, it takes a bit of time, and it's starting to pay off now. But we've not won nothing yet, but you can see with the team performances, there's something there that we've worked on. We'll look like a team again.
Word on the derby, beating East Bengal?
It was brilliant. It was so good. Once again, I didn't realise how big a game it was. Turning up to the match, family there, it was massive. Even my family, my wife, kids, they loved it so much. They're looking forward to coming back because it's a game that was up there with one of the best games.
You've played around the world.
Yeah,
How will you compare it?
Honestly, it's up there. For me, it's one of the best. I think Jamie said it's one of the best the best in Asia. And for me, it's massive. It's really such a good game. Both sets of fans there to support their teams, give 100%, and luckily for us, we came out with the victory, which made it even more enjoyable after.
In matches like this, like the derby, is there a kind of a special thing?
You have that, that extra fire in the belly. You don't want to let them down because it's for them. This one game that is for the fans. They support you every week. They come home and away. The away support we've had this season as well. I didn't realise they would travel so far. So to get the win in derby was massive. I remember when I first came, I think I went to the mall, and then that's all the fans would say, "You must win the derby, you must win the derby." But I know this feeling because I've played in games. I played in games Celtic, Rangers, Aston Villa, Birmingham. I've played in these games before, and it's massive for the fans. I know what it means for them. So to get the win, and then obviously we have another one on the 11th of January, which I'm obviously excited about again. So hopefully we can keep on going.
And by the way, in Birmingham, he trained with Jude Bellingham. That will be my closing question. That's for the last part. But Greg, when you've played in India before, 22, now you're playing here. Tell me a little bit more about our Indian footballers. Somebody like a Manveer playing beautifully now.
Yes.
Beautifully over the last few games. Vishal Kaith has been in stellar form for Mohun Bagan. Can you tell me a little bit more about these players, the Indian players?
Yeah, I've played with some really good Indian players. The first one that comes to mind is Apuya. I played with him at Mumbai, and he came to Mohun Bagan at the same time as me in the summer. For me, Apuya could go across. He could go play in Europe, or he could go somewhere else and play.
He's that good?
I really think he's that good. I really do. I think his game is he's such mature for his age. I think he knows what he's doing, even without the ball. He's already proactive. He can see something happening. And I think his game is just going to get stronger because he's still young. Okay, maybe not as young. He's classified anymore. 17, 18 is young. 20, 21,
Correct.
22, you know, he's not young anymore. You don't class it, but it is still young, and I feel he can still just keep on getting better. He'll be a big player for the national team as well for his whole career. I think he's the youngest player to reach 100 appearances.
And is the number one midfield person in India at the moment.
Yeah, but we've got such a strong Indian core. Manveer, Liston, Sahal, Tapa, Tangri, Suba. Did I mention Liston?
Liston, yes.
You know, Vishal. You know, we've got such a strong bond of Indian players that play at a high standard. I think they all play for national team, what you can see. So yeah, for us, the core of the team is Indians, you know, and they set us up to do well.
And what I've seen is the mesh between international stars and Indian stars, the bond, the unity. That is striking, because I'm sure an Apuya will learn from you, or a Thapa or a Sahal will learn from your experience, and that's what it is about. That's what the ISL is about, that you learn the best practices from global stars and improve.
Look, I can tell you all the things, but if you don't want to take it in, there's no point in me telling you. You know, I can try and give you advice, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want to become better, it's up to you. If you choose to listen to me or not, you know. But I try my best. I try my best to be the best teammate and try and give them some tips to improve. Whether that helps, I don't know. But as I say, I try and help them. Of course, I want to see these boys go on and do better and do well for their career, make as much money as possible. You know, it's part of the game.
Of course.
So that's what I want from them. You know what I mean? I just want the best for them.
And you know, when we talked about this in terms of fandom, but do you feel the pressure that now that Greg Stewart, this whole fandom, the hype around you, and when you came, yes, everybody celebrated that you're a good player, but now the kind of hype, as if the moment you come on the pitch, something will happen. Do you feel pressure?
I would say I put pressure on myself to show up in the game. Like, I've always done that. I've always put pressure on myself to be the best version of me every time I step on the pitch. But I'm an older player now. Like, I love it. I love playing in front of the fans. You know, I'm not that young boy who's nervous. I'm scared. I'm not that guy now. I'm like, I actually thrive off playing in front of all these fans. I love it. Why would you not? Why would you play football? You know what I mean? It's part of the game. If you don't have fans, football's not the same. So for me, it's amazing just to play in front of these fans every week, thousands.
How are you backstage? In the sense, you are away from your family, you are away from your country.
Yeah.
Yes, this is your adopted country, but how are you backstage? I mean, what do you do? Do you read? Do you watch the films and stuff? And how do you unwind?
We have a good group of foreigners this year. We're all kind of similar, you know, British, Australian. We all understand each other's banter, which is not very good banter, but we all understand each other. So now we'll go out to the city, we'll go to the malls, we'll go to the cinema, go for some dinner, some restaurants.
So you watch Bollywood? No?
Nah, I'm not a big film man. I'm not a big film, no. I like watching football and stuff.
Ah, okay.
I love watching sport. Drinking lots of coffee. Pretty boring, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously I miss family as well there at home. You know, the
did
kids.
they come? You said they
Yeah,
came.
they've came. Yeah, they came. They came for the derby. They were here for 10 days on the school holidays because my kids they're at school at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course it's difficult. You miss them, but when I've came to India, everyone's been so lovely. They've made it easy for me. Difficult times, yes, of course. It's not easy being away from the family, but
You tried Indian food? Like it?
yeah, I love Indian food. At the beginning, I was
Too spicy.
at the beginning when I first came, belly.
And what's favorite now?
I'm not like spicy.
No,
I'm
but yeah.
just simple curry, like, you know, like butter chicken and stuff like this. I love the naan bread. That's my favourite. I love naan every day.
And now naan has travelled globally, so you will get it in
Yes, of
in
course.
Scotland.
Yeah, of course.
Even the Sainsbury's will have naan.
Yeah, but I don't have too many curries. I just stick to eggs and basic food.
And what is the legacy that Greg Stewart wants to leave with Mohun Bagan? Winning
Just trophies,
is
yeah.
there, but Anything else? Grooming these players? What in terms of legacy? Because
Yeah, if I can make a young kid now who's on the streets watching me play football, if I can make a young kid who's watching me playing football, he wants to grow up and play in ISL and be like Greg Stewart, and he can do this. Just one person can do that. That makes me so happy. Yeah? That's what football's all about. You know, when you get to my age, I've got a young boy now. He loves football, and hopefully one day he can play.
fantastic. Last couple of questions and I'll let you go. You know, when and this I've seen, at practice a lot of people come for photographs or autographs, and I've seen every time you standing there, my colleague Rahul sends me these visuals, every time you do that, and it brings a smile on the face of that little kid, that little girl, that little boy, whatever. Describe that to me.
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly, the amount of fans that come to training every day. Of course, every day it's difficult to do it every day, but I try to give my time back, even if it's five minutes, you know, just to put a smile on someone's face. It's not difficult, you know. So if I can do that, 5-10 minutes, no problem to me. Like, I love it. It's amazing how they can come every day. I don't know what they do. They're there every day. It's amazing, you know. It gives you a little boost. It just shows you the support they have for you.
You've played across the world, like I said, whether it's Kilmarnock, whether it is Mohun Bagan, whether it is some other team. Where will you put Mohun Bagan?
Honestly, it's been, I would say, top 3 at the moment. The way they've made me feel since I landed, the day I landed at the airport, you know, it's been so overwhelming, the support they have shown us. Not just me, the other foreign guys and the new players. They done the big tifo at the game.
Yes.
Was it a few weeks back?
Yes. Yeah, Asia's biggest tifo.
It was unbelievable. It was touching, man. It was so good. It was.
What did that mean to you?
Yeah, it touched the heartstrings, to be honest. You know, when the family's away at home and then you see this, it was top.
Final question. Yes, you said 11th January. Okay, 2 parts. One, the Jude Bellingham comment, because I'm sure many are football fans. So your experience with Jude when you were at Birmingham City.
Yeah.
How good was he and what was it like?
Yeah, he was just a young boy. He was only 15, 16.
Yeah.
He was just a young boy. I think many teams were after him then, and then they let him train with the first team, and you could just see he had something about him. You know, he would go in, put his foot in, no problem. He didn't care who you were. He would put himself about. You could see he was quite tall, but he was quite skinny. He could get about the pitch really good. He had the big legs, but now he's filled out. You know, he's Real Madrid top, unbelievable. But you could see back then he had something. You know, you can just tell when you can see a football player, and he had everything. He had that fight as well, it gives you that extra.
You know, last season, Mohun Bagan has won multiple titles in the ISL.
Yep.
Perhaps the team which is the most consistent.
Yep.
Going forward, you guys do have the team now. Mm-hmm. Any goals for this particular season?
It would be stupid.
Because the League Shield is something you need to kind of...
Has anyone ever won it 2 times in a row?
2 times in a row? Maybe not, no.
For every trophy we're in, we'll go for it. The ISL Shield, the playoff, every trophy we're going. 100% we're going for everything.
I can't have a better ending. Every trophy that we play, we are going for it. Greg Stewart, you've been great for the club. You've been great for the fans. I wish you the very best. Wish you and the family the very best. Hopefully that 1-year contract is extended to 3 and we can do many more interviews. And at some point, Kolkata Biryani with Sambish TV.
Thank you, sir.